So have they already asked you to cancel shoot-arounds from now on?
If they do, I'm going to remind them that we go over defense in shoot-arounds. So it's probably no. And our whole focus this week has been win the possession battle. We gave up 12 more field goal attempts than we got, so we lost that mindset tonight. But our guys are so talented. They just lit up the scoreboard, 21 threes, and so they can win games. They can win a lot of games, without being totally dialed in and without defending at a high level. And that's what happened tonight.
Hey, Steve, we've obviously seen you guys play like this offensively, but what do you think was the driving force tonight that enabled so many guys to contribute?
I thought Kevin offensively was pushing the ball like crazy in transition, which really set a good tone. He had a lot of plays where I know he had a triple-double, but some of the plays he didn't even get the assist, but he raced the ball down the floor, which puts the defense on its heels. And then you get the movement from there. And I love a really good push up the floor, and rather than walking the ball up the floor. And I thought Kevin was the key guy in that regard tonight.
Iguodala had 10 points for the first time in a while, pull-up 3 in transition. With how banged up he's been, was it encouraging for you to see him come out and look, pretty spry out there?
Yeah, Andre looked great, and he was active and engaged, and didn't surprise me. I know he hasn't been making his shot, but he's still a great player.
Steve, playing off of what you just said, what have you thought of Kevin Durant's assist total over the last 2 games, and just sort of how he's added facilitating so much this season to his game?
Well, it's always been a part of his game, but I think playing with these guys, playing with the outside shooters, with Steph and Clay, gives him more options and more possibilities for assists. But Kevin's been an all-around offensive threat his entire career. Post-ups, three-point shots, making plays for others. He's an amazing talent.
You got your closing lineup, finishing both halves in a big plus. I know you say you were never worried about this group, but this is now a couple games where they've been a positive after a bunch where they were not. How important is it to know you can just go to that group and close with those 5 guys?
Yeah, it's a great sign, but it's not like I was that concerned about it before. I think circumstances are a lot different now compared to a couple of years ago when that lineup, destroyed everybody. A lot of teams have changed the way they've played us. They've changed their own styles. The game's gotten smaller and faster, and even more three-point shooting. And it felt like a couple of years ago we caught some people off guard with that lineup, and our opponents have had a lot of time to study us and try to counter what we do, and so it's probably not as effective as it was, but it's still putting our 5 best players on the floor, which is good coaching.
Coach, the Timberwolves made run after run, cut their deficit to 5 points, 6 points, 7 points, and each time your team turned it back with a barrage of threes quick. What does that say about your team?
It says they're really talented, and they can make shots in a flurry. And, when you got all 3 of those guys going from the three-point line, that's tough to guard. And we needed that because we didn't guard them, and we started turning the ball over. Again, the idea of losing the possession battle by a big number, very disappointing for me because that was the focus coming in. We were in good shape at halftime. I think we were within 1 on the possession battle, and then things kind of got away from us in the second half. We had a lot of turnovers and gave up some offensive boards. We sent them to the line quite a bit in that fourth quarter. So it wasn't our best effort, but again, talent wins.
Coach, now you have seen them wearing the new jersey. What do you think?
I like the new jerseys. They looked sharp. I would never look good in yellow. I'm way too pale, but our guys look pretty good.